into authentic conversations about ourselves and our community, exploring topics that uplift and inspire us. From personal growth to social change. So grab your teacup and get ready to join the conversation.
But I'm saying, I think that was kind of,
and
you found a way to bring that nigga into it.
I love you, Darlene. I love Craig. But they will not call you out on your bullshit and challenge you.
Now you trying to turn.
No, you asked me.
Corey got a little butthurt with that. I almost felt a little bit of like, oh, for Corey in that moment. He said, now you're trying to turn them against me. Like, we saw like a human side of Corey. Because don't get me wrong, I like Corey as a comedian. However, Corey is raunchy. He raw. He like goddamn me Richard Pryor in his prime. Okay, that's Corey Holcomb today. Says anything, you know what I'm saying? He don't have no limitations on who and what type of, raunchy raw rhetoric that he talks about in his comedy. But it's all very relatable in some areas of life, okay, that Corey talks about. And so, you know what I'm saying? It's funny to me. I don't see Corey like, okay, I'm going to go and pick on Michelle Obama and call Michelle Obama abortion clinic, toilet flushing woman, because that ain't who she is. I see him talking about specific people, places, and times in his life that are relevant to whatever situations he's dealt with and been in. And when you want to be a relatable comic, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do, right? So, to a degree, I like Corey more because he's real in the space that he walks and lives in from what I see. If you see something else, then you know what I'm saying, say you speak your piece. And yes, Chad 50, Smith 50, I do see that when watching Corey. So Chad Smith 5045 says, Craig and Darlene call Corey out all the time. Darlene and Corey has had full-blown arguments live on air. Anton knows not of what he speaks. Because Corey does. He says things to Darlene. I be like, whoa, the things Darlene put up with her job, shit. You know what I'm saying? We're like, someone would have been like, nigga, you made it up. I'm out of here. Now, he done said too much and went too far. However, Darlene comes from a little bit of a rough and tumble background. She spoke about her relationship with her mother and how times were rough with her. So Darlene has a little bit of a thicker skin than most of us. Okay. So, yeah, but I have seen that, chat. And, I'll be like, damn, Corey, you be pushing the envelope. Yeah. So.
For the feedback. I didn't volunteer it. You forced me. I said, you know what? I don't want to do that. Okay. Then you said, okay, well, Anton, go ahead and keep on naming names and let's get to it. Okay, well, let's get to it then, if that's what you want to do.
Well, how about this? Let me, can I respond
because
to that?
Darlene is real chill and she not gonna cause no friction. And Craig is happy to be here.
Okay, so can I say something about that?
But see, I don't cut me off. I don't give a fuck because I'm rich too, so I'm cool. I got my own movement. I got my own motion. So I can tell you the truth. And I think that you also surround yourself with people that will not challenge you because you big dog to them.
Okay.
You big bro.
Okay, so let me say this, since you brought up Darlene and Craig. Let me say this. You don't know our relationship. But
I know what
I'm doing more teaching. I'm doing more teaching on some real street level shit than I thought I would have had to do. But listen to me, Anton. You don't know me and her relationship?
I'm listening.
Maybe
maybe
the reason you don't get the results you want from her is because there's a certain level of respect that comes from me and her relationship. That's what I'm saying. You don't know, brother. So that's what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about you.
Speaking on her.
I'm not talking about you talking about her. I'm talking about when there's certain subjects that come up on your show.
We done argued on the air a million times.
Man, come on, bro.
I'm just saying.
Corey, sometimes you be on bullshit and nobody call you out on it.
Now I'm trying to teach you, but I don't think.
And Anton don't. I've seen Anton go in it with 2K Talks, Q, Skinny, the guys that be on Anton's panel. I've seen him say some very disrespectful, no boundary things about them, and they don't let him just, spew out bullshit to them all day and night on their panels that they be on with Anton. All of them, I know 2K is. 2K, I watch his YouTube. Go over there and subscribe to 2K. And 2K has his own very successful platform and is a very successful YouTuber as well. And I believe he's a veteran. He's married with kids, all of that. And Anton gives no damn. If he feels the need to disrespect his own panel, he does it.
Catching it.
Okay, I'm observe.
You don't know my relationship with this woman. You don't know. So when
maybe Anton is jealous. Maybe he's jealous of Corey. Maybe he's jealous of the dynamic that Corey has with Craig and Darlene, because Darlene been up here 16 years. 16. So whatever's going on, Darlene is not pressed. And this is her mission to write out this project with Corey. He obviously has not, pushed Darlene over no edge to where she doesn't come every Tuesday, because she's here every Tuesday.
See it online and speak on what you see online.
It does. These talk about bullshit. Hit that like and subscribe button. And we are the Tea Talk tribe over here with Tanisha Talks Teas. Today we are doing a live on Corey Holcomb versus Anton. Corey Holcomb, celebrity, versus Anton Daniels, the YouTuber, on Give Grace Art. Is this a crash out, Waze?
You can't really speak from factual things that are happening in the world, Anton.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, and with Craig, I don't know why motherfuckers say Craig don't have a backbone around me. Because one thing I say that Craig beat most motherfuckers' ass I know.
Craig is a beast out here. Like, I don't know if y'all know Craig, like, outside of 5150, but I knew Craig from, like, being with Meeks and Big Ja on YouTube and stuff, and then they went over to Tubi and things like that. And I think Craig does some work with T.I. Like, he's moving around. Like, he's going up the ladder in his life successfully. So, shout out to Craig. And so, I ain't never saw Craig be no punk in any type of circle. I know Craig does his own show called Craig Facts and stuff, where he has like a studio of people that come in, you know what I'm saying? And they're like people from his element, things like that. I don't ever see Craig punk down to nobody for no reason in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, what I do see Craig doing is giving Corey respect, which is lack of what Anton did when he came into Corey Holcomb's set. I do see Craig give Corey respect on his platform. He don't talk over him. He don't, call them homosexuals and things like that. He don't, disrespect him as a man. Now that I do see.
I see motherfuckers don't be fighting Craig. I see motherfuckers don't run up on him with that bullshit quick. The motherfuckers who I seen ran up on Craig way bigger than Craig. So the obvious needs to be said because I believe that there's a lot of people who don't know the obvious, and I can't teach you that in the episode. But I'm saying, like, if you ever see me around any woman, Anton, if you see me around any woman, trust me, dues been paid, homie. And I can't say it no other way better than that. Dues been paid. That might not be something you will catch. I'm saying this for the streets. Dues been paid, homie. Trust me, man. Trust me. I don't be around just anybody. I can't let any type of woman just come with me and be connected to me in no way. I don't like that. If you around me, it's a reason you around me. And I'm saying, like, I don't know if I could graduate you to that next level of the conversation. And that ain't no disrespect to you. But I'm saying, like, you see somebody around me?
Now, do you see how unprofessionalism and having no boundaries and no limitations on where you draw the line for respect of others can block your blessings? Corey just said that he would have maybe possibly liked to take an Anton to another level of opening him up to his world. However, whatever capacity that may have been in, may have had Anton come back and be a continuing person on the show from time to time. Who knows? Whatever. Because I promise you, from Craig being up here, he's moved up successfully, in the ranks with celebrities, rubbed elbows and everything, got opportunities. Craig got sense enough to know how to, present himself professionally, and use that to move himself into successful places. So,
I ain't just got anybody around me. Dues been paid, homie. That's what I'm saying. And I ain't saying that tough either. I'm just trying to say it in a way where I hope you can understand. Yeah. Okay. So anybody around me, dues been paid. I don't let anybody around me. If you around me and dues ain't been paid, I'm trying to get away from you because I don't know you. And ain't no dues been paid, so I don't know you. I don't know you.
And we spoke right before the show.
Question for Anton. Anton.
What happened?
No, I'm not talking about.
No, I understand.
You get me?
I got that. Right. I got that. But in my case too, whenever I choose to speak up,
I don't think that Corey likes that Darlene is talking to Anton after this. This is just all so crazy. Do you see Corey's face when Darlene started talking to Anton? He like, why are you talking to this sucker nigga sitting here still? Don't talk to him. He already seemed jealous of our relationship as successful, continuing 16-year podcasters up here on the 5150 show. So that's what I read.
Or challenge him on anything or tell him, look, I don't agree with that or what have you. I won't keep delving into it because I don't see the point, because I know at a certain point with men like you at your age, there's not going to be any change. So why? I don't even bother with it. I just, I might say, I don't like that. I don't agree with that. And then if they want to continue, I'm not for it.
I'm with you.
That's it. I just don't like, I don't do that. I got way more important fish to fry. And I thought, I'm not going to change this man's mind on stuff. So I just don't even bother. That's it.
But another thing about the ladies, since we talking about this, see, whenever I see a woman with a man, most of the time, if it ain't your wife, I already say to myself, what is this fuck shit? Why is this motherfucker in the streets with you? That's how I feel about life. So I'm saying, like, that might be a prejudice that I have. I can admit, if a woman is in the streets with a man, fuck is this?
Why? Why do you care about that? Why is that meaningful to you?
No, it's not that.
Whoa, so Corey is bringing up this Mika chick that everybody's been going around talking about. Mika is somebody that be on Corey's platform, or not, sorry, Anton's platform. I think she kind of moderates stuff. Or is Mika the girl, the married girl? Which one is Mika? I know I've heard about Mika. People were speaking about maybe they had an inappropriate relationship or whatever, but there was word on the curb that Corey's wife is fine with Mika, la da da da. She thinks it's harmless. Excuse me. But however, others are speculating other things. Is this what Corey's talking about?
I care at all because it's not my business. But I'm saying, like, if a man stepped to me with a woman and it ain't his wife, all I do is say to myself,
You mean like checking you?
not checking me, brother. I'm saying, like, if a man has a woman with him,
Okay.
and you know what I'm saying, it's not his wife. I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't want nothing to do with it. That's all across the board as I've gotten older and wiser. Like if a man got a woman with him and he say, "Hey, hold on, man, how you doing? This is my lady, so and so." It makes me say, "Okay, this is his lady." That's what that is. But I'm saying, like, if a man is in the streets with a woman, sitting next to a woman, and all like this, whatever, and this bitch ain't been explained, I'm like, hold on. What the fuck is this sucker shit? Especially if it's imposed in any way.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying,
Killing me.
And I know you know what I'm talking about because you ain't finna act like you ain't smart. You smart than a motherfucker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if somebody,
Wow.
And see, that is where people have a divide with Anton. Anton comes up on this internet and pretends like, he puts up a fallacy about who and how he is behind, the screen. But when things are in our face and we're seeing stuff in real time on this real screen, he be like, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you didn't just see me kissing her. What you mean? You didn't just see her all hugged up on me. What you talking about? And we're like, we know what we saw. What are you talking about, nigga?
somebody introduces you, if somebody took the time
I don't
to
know what he's talking about.
if somebody actually walks in and takes the time to introduce you to somebody, that's being imposed on. I'm like, uh-oh.
There's people in the
That's
chat
how
say,
I
what
see
is
it.
Corey talking about? All the uninitiated don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm like, don't
uninitiated.
introduce me to, especially if I know that person. or
That's how I believe that.
This is what I know. This is what I am. I admit that I am a C student.
In what?
In
like,
life and everything.
Okay.
In school and everything. I'm a C student. So the way I like to do it is I like for people to break it down to me like a C student. Help me to understand like I'm just.
How much more layman's terms do Anton need to know? And I'm tired of this C student shit, nigga. You out here with stocks, bonds, real estate. You buying Ferraris every other week on your platform. You got sense enough to, you know what I'm saying, elevate on a high frequent dollar amount. You know what Corey's saying. He's not speaking Chinese. You done rolled up in this studio somewhere with a woman that ain't your wife. And y'all look hugged up.
I'm barely graduating. Break it down to me like a little child. The way that you would talk to a child, talk to me.
Right.
That's why I like to do it. And it's easier for me to digest it.
I like that you said that, but see, I'm at a stage of the game. I ain't got time to talk to kids.
Why not?
I don't got time to talk to kids. My kids grown, and I'm saying, like, if they ask me to go to the school and speak to the children, I would tell the children to do what's right, because I know that's what they're supposed to do. I'll be like, listen, do what's right. Whenever you get that feeling like you're doing something wrong, then step back and do what's right. That's what I would tell kids. That way I would be able to speak from the heart.
So you're one of those do what I say, not what I do?
No. Let me tell you what my translation of that is. This is my translation of that. I don't want to substantiate my argument, or I don't want to break it down to where you'll actually understand it, because you may be able to break down what it is that I'm saying. So I choose to only speak in riddles, and I also want to speak in parables, because then I could say, well, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't get it. Now, I might get it. I might know exactly what you're talking about, but I might act like I don't know what you're talking about because I want you to substantiate your argument. So that's what I stand on. But that's why I say break it down to me like a C student, so that I can truly understand exactly what you're talking about. So that we all.
This is a hot ass mess. Kiki Petty 3462 says, I hope his wife is listening. You heard me, because this is a lot. This is a lot right now. Apparently, he done rolled up in the studio with some random. Um, Chad Smith 5045 says Anton is acting stupid. He know exactly.
Thanks for watching. Remember to show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing. It's a blessing. Keep your teacups filled and ready for my next upload. Until then, stay inspired and remember, always stay sifted.